Hi, Taehyung lovers. Welcome back to the Taehyung Lovers channel from all around the world. But wait, why did Champion choose Kim Taehyung? And what is actually happening behind the True Champion campaign that has immediately shaken up the global fashion conversation? Don't go anywhere just yet, because there is one question that is making everyone the most curious. How much is Kim Taehyung's contract worth, and why is it still being kept secret? In this video, we will discuss Kim Taehyung x Champion, the announcement of the global brand ambassador, the True Champion campaign, Kim Taehyung's fashion style that is once again stealing the spotlight, the lineup of international stars appearing alongside him, ARMY influence on the fashion conversation, as well as the facts and rumors surrounding the value of his contract. Don't skip until the end, because there is an important fact you need to know before believing the numbers circulating on the internet. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and make this video go viral so that more people around the world can see the positive news about Kim Taehyung. Now, let's uncover everything. In August 2026, did the sportswear brand choose Kim Taehyung to become the face of its global campaign? That question became one of the fashion highlights circulating on August 10th, 2026, when Champion officially introduced Kim Taehyung as part of its global partnership through its latest campaign titled True Champion. The announcement immediately placed Taehyung and Champion in the same major conversation. Music, fashion, sports, pop culture, and the power of a global star coming together in one campaign. Kim Taehyung and Champion immediately caught fans' attention. Even before the official announcement, teasers from Champion had already made Kim Taehyung's name widely discussed online. After the True Champion campaign was officially launched, that attention grew even larger because Kim Taehyung did not appear alone. He became one of the main faces alongside Romeo Beckham, Sofi Tukker, Kuzma, Danna Paola, Keller, Bella Sims, and Jaalen. What makes this campaign feel different is that Champion does not place Kim Taehyung only within a conventional sports setting. Rather than simply presenting him as a figure wearing sportswear on a field, the True Champion campaign takes a more personal, lifestyle-oriented approach that feels closer to Kim Taehyung's fashion character. The visuals carry a casual, vintage, musical, and everyday life atmosphere, as if Champion is not only trying to showcase clothing, but also wants to show how those clothes live alongside a person's personality. And this is where Kim Taehyung becomes such an interesting choice. Whether appearing in the international fashion world or being seen in casual styles, Taehyung has long been known for having a strong fashion identity. That style does not always depend on eye-catching clothing. In fact, when wearing simple pieces, he is able to create a different impression through the way he carries himself. In this Champion campaign, that character becomes even more visible. Kim Taehyung also spoke to GQ about his unique fashion style. He explained that throughout his career in the entertainment industry, he has had the opportunity to work with various brands and see a wide range of styles over the years. Those experiences have allowed him to continue learning and discover a more personal approach to fashion. He described his style as something quite intuitive, choosing clothes based on what feels interesting and suits him. That approach feels especially strong in True Champion. Kim Taehyung does not look like someone who is being forced into a particular concept. Instead, Champion's concept seems to adapt to Taehyung's character. He appears in casual clothing, more relaxed silhouettes, as well as retro and collegiate elements that make the campaign feel close to the off-duty style that has long been associated with him. In several campaign visuals, Kim Taehyung appears in various Champion items, including loose-fitting clothing, varsity jackets, quarter zips, sweatpants, rugby-inspired pieces, and retro-style sneakers. Music also becomes part of the visual identity. Taehyung even appears playing the trumpet in an atmosphere filled with analog elements such as cassette tapes and vinyl records. These visual choices create the impression that True Champion is not only about sports, but also about identity, creativity, music, and self-expression. Kim Taehyung is once again stealing the spotlight in the fashion world through the True Champion campaign with Champion. His seemingly simple style only strengthens his visual appeal. And when a global star like Taehyung wears an item, public attention can naturally move from the artist toward the clothing he is wearing. Fans begin noticing fashion details, searching for product names, and discussing the style across social media. However, this is where facts and speculation must be separated. ARMY's enthusiasm toward the clothing Taehyung wears is certainly visible in online conversations, but that does not automatically prove that all Champion products experienced a sales surge or immediately sold out because of Taehyung. Without official sales data from Champion, claims about the size of any sales increase should not be presented as facts. Then comes the question that may be the most intriguing. How much is Kim Taehyung's contract with Champion worth? As of August 10, 2026, neither Champion nor Taehyung's side has officially disclosed the contract value to the public. There is no reliable source confirming a figure in US dollars. Therefore, figures such as $1 million, $5 million, or $10 million should not be considered facts. The exact contract value or payment received by Kim Taehyung as part of Champion's global partnership remains unknown to the public. Financial details in contracts involving top celebrities are often confidential. Therefore, if a particular figure is circulating on social media, that figure should be treated as speculation until there is official confirmation from the parties involved. What has been confirmed is Kim Taehyung's involvement in the True Champion campaign as one of the main faces of Champion's latest global campaign. The launch on August 10, 2026, places him alongside several other international names, including Romeo Beckham, Sofi Tukker, Kuzma, Danna Paola, Keller, Bella Sims, and Jaalen. Kim Taehyung also brings significant influence from the worlds of music, fashion, and popular culture. His presence in the campaign therefore demonstrates how the boundaries between music, fashion, sports, and pop culture are becoming increasingly blurred. Champion does not have to present Taehyung as an athlete to introduce its sportswear identity. Instead, they place Taehyung in an environment that feels more personal and allow the star's character to become part of the campaign story. This is what makes the True Champion concept so interesting. Being a champion does not only mean winning a competition. Through the campaign's approach, the idea can also be interpreted as having the courage to be yourself, having your own identity, and expressing your character through what you wear. Taehyung does not need to wear sportswear from head to toe to represent Champion. Instead, through everyday clothing, relaxed silhouettes, music, and his personal character, the message feels even stronger. As ARMY began paying attention to the sweaters, jackets, pants, and various items Taehyung wore, the conversation surrounding the campaign moved beyond the world of advertising. Champion's name then became part of the wider fashion and pop culture conversation. This is one of the strengths of a collaboration between a global brand and a figure with an international fandom. A campaign can develop into a broader conversation about style, identity, music, and culture. Interestingly, Champion also does not feature only one type of figure. Romeo Beckham, Sofi Tukker, Kuzma, Danna Paola, Keller, Bella Sims, and Jaalen each bring their own backgrounds. Taehyung comes from the intersection of music, fashion, and Korean culture. The meeting of these different personalities makes True Champion feel like a statement about the diverse ways people define themselves. And perhaps this is why the announcement feels bigger than simply news about a celebrity receiving a new campaign. Champion has a long history as a sportswear brand, while Taehyung carries an identity built through music, art, fashion, and popular culture. When the two come together, a simple piece of clothing can become part of a global story. However, there is one section of the source text that should be removed because it is not directly related to the news about Kim Taehyung and Champion. The quote that says, "However, BTS may be the biggest artist in the world since Michael Jackson. Every artist, whether BTS or Bad Bunny, deserves access to the biggest market without being filtered or judged. The Academy should stop creating new award categories, especially those based on is a different topic and is also cut off. Because it has no direct connection to the Champion campaign and no available continuation, that section is not included in the main news story so that the flow remains focused and does not become misleading. Therefore, the story of Kim Taehyung and Champion becomes much clearer. On August 10, 2026, Champion officially introduced its global partnership with BTS V through the True Champion campaign. Taehyung appears alongside several international names, bringing a relaxed off-duty style, vintage touches, music, and personal identity into Champion's sportswear world. In the end, the contract figure may still remain a secret. The size of any sales impact also still requires official data. But one thing is already clear. Kim Taehyung name is once again at the center of global fashion attention, while Champion has a campaign that connects sportswear with music, culture, creativity, and self-expression. And now the question goes back to the fans. Do you see Kim Taehyung embracing the Champion identity? Or is Champion actually stepping into Kim Taehyung's fashion world? Because judging by the way true Champion has been built, the answer may be far more interesting than simply an ambassador contract. Kim Taehyung times Champion is not just about clothing. It is about how one name can make a brand become a global talking point once again. And true Champion has only just begun.